wonderful Sheldon Concert Hall, talking about how to audition for music theater. This segment I like to call Fill in the Words Part 1, which is a song from Marvin Hamlisch and Carol Bayer Sager's musical, They're Playing Our Song. So today we're going to talk about how to analyze lyrics from a song. The most important thing to remember is that it's an acting piece. A song is an acting piece. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the music end of it that we forget that there's actually lyrics there that have to come across and be used as an acting piece. So how do we make that happen? First off, you have to ask yourself, what is the scenario of your particular song? Now, if you're using this piece for an audition, you can either use the scenario that's in the actual show that the song is from, or you can make up your own scenario. Either way, it's fine. So what you need to make sure is that you have an objective. An objective is, what is your need? What is your want? So how do we then achieve that objective? Well, we have tactics. Like my tactic right now is to get you to understand what an objective is. And if one tactic doesn't work, we have to move on to another tactic. So what you want to first answer is, you want to answer this, fill in this sentence. I want blank to give me blank. I want my mom to give me love. I want my dad to give me the car. The more specific you can make that sentence, the more specific your objective is going to be. And then your tactics will help you achieve that. So you always want to try to get something from that other actor, which we call making your acting transitive. So I'm always going to try to get something from the person that I'm talking to. Even though there may not be another person on stage, I still want to be able to get something from that imaginary person. So we have our objective, we know we have tactics, we know what our scenario is. Now you want to ask yourself, who are you in this song that you're singing? How old are you? What do you do for a living? This is all information that's going to help you establish your character. Where are you? Are you in a park? Are you in your living room? Are you at the office? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to your mom? Are you talking to your dad? Are you talking to your friend? And then the last thing is, what happens right before you start singing? What's that moment right before you start that song that makes you have to sing that song and then get something from that person who you're singing it to, or that imaginary person that you're singing it to? So if you can answer all of these questions, then you've got a really good start on what the lyrics are trying to say in the song. And then you apply that within the scenario of the show, and then it just builds and builds and builds and builds from there. So when we're talking about some lyrics, they can be a little flowery. Like they may not speak like you speak. There's a particular song by Jerome Kern called All the Things You Are. And the first lyrics say, you are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. Now, I wouldn't talk like that. I love those lyrics, but that's not the way I would personally talk. So you have to figure out, what does that mean in your own words? You make me feel good when I'm lonely. It's as simple as that. So then you would just write in that subtext underneath the lyrics that exist, so that every time you say that line, you automatically are in your own speech. After you've done all of that, you know your objective, you know your tactics, you know who you are, where you are, what happened before you sing, then you can put that all into the meaning of the lyrics. And then what you do is you start practicing the lyrics like a monologue. So you would write it out in a paragraph, and then you would read that paragraph. Try to get the music out of your head as much as you possibly can. Just read those lyrics as though it was you were reading a book, and read it out loud. That way you can hear how your natural speech translates into these lyrics. So once you have that feeling of those lyrics, then we can take that and move it into the music of the song, and then combine the two, and then you have your piece.